Hello everybody. Today I am going to be removing the buckthorn. I know I've been talking about doing this for about a week and haven't got a chance to do it. Over the weekend I had some company unexpectedly, and then yesterday I just didn't feel like doing it. So right now we're heading to Lowe's to pick up some weed and grass killer. Hang on, let me check something. Bluetooth is off, so it should be good. So how's everyone doing today? Give me a like the live for me. Shrub, an invasive shrub weed-like thing. This thing's not holding so well. It's all right. We'll get to it. That's okay as long as there's no bumps in the road. Hey, what's happening? Welcome to the live. Ooh, this is a bumpy road. Sorry. How's everybody doing today? We are heading to Lowe's to pick up some weed and grass killer. The plan is to take out a buckthorn. You guys are familiar with buckthorn. It's an invasive shrub that's really hard to kill. Right on the property line between me and my neighbor, they have one that's about 12 feet tall, estimating 12 feet tall. I spoke to him, he's okay with me trying to kill it, so that's what I'm gonna do. Right now we're just heading to Lowe's to get some herbicide. So we will not be mowing the lawn. I actually mowed the lawn earlier today, but we will be together. Caught the green, I'm lucky. I'm a lucky man. Trying to pay attention to the road and pay attention to the trees as well. no need to get pulled over. Speed. Not speed. I think I'm speeding. I'm not sure if you guys can even hear me. That air was pretty heavy coming through. So how's everybody doing today? Drop something in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Is anyone there? Say something? Can you hear me? Hello? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm driving right now, so I'm trying to pay attention to the chat and to the road. Last thing I need is a car accident to be broadcast live. All right, excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah, for letting me know. Does that say I'm a boy? Okay. That's good that you're a boy. Thank you as well, Adrian. I appreciate that. Lets me know everything is working. This is my first live natively done on YouTube. I've been using the Prism app up until now. I haven't been real happy with it, so hopefully this will work better. I don't know how long you guys have been in here, but if you didn't hear, the plan is to attempt to kill a buckthorn. And if you're not familiar with buckthorn, it is an invasive shrub that's native to Europe. They used to use it during World War I and World War II. They would put it in lines and let it grow because it grows really fast, and they would use it to prevent tanks from crossing lines. Tanks would get stuck in this buckthorn. And I happen to have one growing in my front yard, and it's 12 feet tall, and it's probably going to be a pain in the ass. So I figured, why not do it live? Yeah, a live stream. Well, I'm trying to get into it. This is only maybe my third or fourth time doing it. But working on building the channel. The plan is to do a lot of lawn care stuff. I have a lot of different hobbies, so in the winter time, I'm sure it'll change. We won't be doing so much lawn stuff. But yeah, this is somewhat new to me. We are almost at the Lowe's. It's not a tree. It's a weed, basically. It's a weed that can grow to the size of a tree. And it has kind of a network of roots underground that will grow more of these trees. And if you don't get rid of it, it will just keep going and take over your yard. And it'll kill other trees, and it's just bad. It's bad for your lawn. It's not native here, and it can be hard to kill. So I'm trying to kill it. They grow these little berries, and birds will eat the berries, and then the birds will take a shit, and the seeds will be inside of their shit, and it'll grow. They're really a pain. They used to be so. It used to be such a what's the words? A hazard, maybe. It used to be such a hazard that the DNR would come around and just chop it up for free. But I've been calling around, and they're not doing that anymore. So I spoke to my neighbor, and I'm going to try to tackle it myself today. We had a oh shit. Pull out in front of me, man. We had fiber put in, a fiber line put in the other day, so I'm not going to be able to get it all, but I'm going to try to get the big one at least. Man, it is dusty right here. Dusty. These people want to pull out in front of me. Hello. Circle of life? Yep. Circle of life. Let's see what we got in here. Sarah, Janelle, your new subscriber from over at Matt's channel. Well, welcome, Janelle. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Hopefully my channel can pique some interest. Pulling up to the Lowe's right now to get the herbicide. I'm gonna try to kill this buckthorn. Let's see, where do I gotta park? They're supposed to bring it out to me. We can park right here. Curbside pickup number 2. All right, let's see. I gotta try to. Am I able to minimize this so that I can let them know that I'm here? We're still in. Good. Thank you, Janelle. I hope you have a lovely day too. All right, let's see how long it takes them to get out here. Cut off the engine. Is that done? See if we can get some activity. Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. If you can, throw me a like, it'll help out with the algorithm. Today I'm taking out a buckthorn. If any of you are familiar with buckthorn, let me know. I'm interested to know how many people know about buckthorn. Oh, here we go. I'm going to mute you guys for just a minute. They're probably going to want some private information. All right, we made it back. The product I chose to kill this buckthorn is Spectricide grass and weed killer. We'll see if it works. This guy is thick, so I don't know if it's even going to work. But we will try. So we're heading back to the house now. Some pretty wild construction here. This way. Let's see what kind of pattern the traffic has. Weird with all this construction. I feel like I should probably go through the car wash. The car is dirty. Dirty car. Dirty. Some clouds. Construction. Yes, it is great. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Be my guest. Hello. Welcome to the live. So glad to have you here. Hey Mo, I'm from Matt's channel. Welcome from Matt's channel. How's Matt doing? Is he on right now? I haven't been around lately. I've had a busy weekend. But hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully Matt's doing well as well. I was chatting with him recently. I'm hoping that he and I can do a collab at some point. Super nice guy. You haven't seen him today? Well, I know he's had some stuff going on lately too, so he spends a lot of time live streaming. And I imagine as much as he does it, it can sort of dominate your life to the point where you got to take a break sometimes. Me, I'm a hobbyist. I do it on the fly. Sometimes I plan things, but I'm not, at least as of right now, I'm not one of those guys who's gonna get on every day or twice a day or anything like that. Just when I have something I feel like might be interesting to do live. Yeah, his collabs are good. I enjoy watching them. Normally see me on HS's channel. You guys should collab again too. Yeah, he and I, we play poker a lot on the Discord. He's always on. He comes on twice a day. I don't know how that guy has that kind of energy. He must be drinking some espresso. Non-stop shots of espresso. I enjoy watching his lives though. He's interesting. His garage is super nice. His yard is super nice. He always has the Q&A going. I enjoy it. Him and Matt both. Very interactive streams. Networking, trying to build the channel type streams are good people to get involved with. Yeah, he's always trying. Oh, shoot. Got some wild traffic here. Some wild traffic. Maybe they know I'm live, so they're giving me a hard time. I'm in Michigan, though. In Michigan, people just drive fast. They drive like assholes. They bumped up the speed limit on the expressway, so now minimum everyone's driving 90 miles an hour on the expressway, which don't get me wrong. I don't mind that. It doesn't bother me. I'm able to get to my destination much faster than I used to be able to. But it is a little wild out there. It is a little wild. I like driving fast, but I always tell people there's a difference between driving fast and driving like an asshole. Yeah, I'm in Michigan. Are you familiar with Michigan? It's been kind of cloudy lately. It feels and looks like it's going to rain, but then it just doesn't rain for like a week. And now we just have a nice sunny hot day. Not too hot. I think it got up to 85 today, which I can tolerate 85 as long as it's not too humid. Be my guest, you're in Michigan? What region of Michigan are you in? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. But I am curious. Or how about this? Tell me one thing you like about Michigan and one thing you don't like about Michigan. People from Michigan complain about Michigan a lot. I'm not going to say that I'm any different. If I could have chosen another place to live, I might have. But it's a very affordable place to live, that I can say for sure. Give me just a second, I gotta pay attention to the road and then I'll check out your message there. Pulling into a Mr. Car Wash right now, if you're familiar with Mr. Car Wash. I bought the subscription, they're all over the place. No. Oh, you're in Illinois. Sorry, I read that wrong. I thought it said I'm in it. At THE. I'm not real familiar with Illinois. All right. Here we go into the Mr. Car Wash. Do you guys have Mr. Car Wash in Illinois? I'm the only one in here. That is fantastic. Just west of Chicago. Illinois seems cool. I've been to Chicago twice and loved it, just west of Chicago. I've been to Chicago a few times. It's been a long time. Chicago has a lot going on. They have pretty much everything you can ask for. Chicago traffic is kind of a pain in the ass. It would take me about 3 hours to drive to Chicago. If the traffic was perfectly clear, with standard traffic, it would take probably 5 to 6 hours. Might cut out a little bit. Car wash. You say Illinois is greedy? How so? What makes you say they're greedy? I feel like every place is greedy to a certain degree. Greedy to a certain degree. To a certain degree. Taxes? Oh yeah. Taxes are definitely a thing. Here in NY, it's the railroad system that sucks up the money. NY, Sarah? I love New York City. Try to make regular visits there. Yeah, the Long Island Railroad keeps raising fares, and there's tons of fraud and corruption. Yeah, I can see that being a thing. Honestly, when I'm in New York, I try to avoid the train system if I can. Sometimes it's convenient, but other times it's just a pain in the ass. Hey, be my guest. Can you tell me, are Uber prices reasonable there? Do you, well, I guess you're west of Chicago. You're not actually in Chicago. I do want to go to Chicago at some point here. We can actually get direct flights super cheap, and it's like a 20-minute flight. Should probably be better than driving. I don't know if you could hear anything I said, but I went to Denver recently. I love Denver. Denver is amazing. You still have all the access that you could want from the city, but it's not overcrowded and crazy congested. The traffic isn't insane like it is in Chicago. And their train system was super clean. It's not big. I used it quite a bit. It was very convenient. But New York's train system is just, I don't know how long it takes the average person to really learn it. But it's kind of like, trying to figure out the nodes on a giant circuit board or something. I don't know. I can't really figure out how to describe it. Not too bad in the suburbs, but a lot more in Chicago. You're talking about the Uber rides, right? Oh yeah, if I go to Chicago, well, I don't know if I'll do a live stream, but I'll definitely do some travel vlogging. Love to do travel vlogging. I have a lot of it out there right now, but a lot of it is more personal. A lot of it is sharing kind of private information, so I've only had it on platforms where I have people that I actually know personally. But I'm going to try to be more conscious of that in the future as I travel, so that I can post more stuff publicly. Because everybody tells me that they enjoy it. I got to get some more equipment too, though. I want to get a DJI camera, and I'd like to get a drone camera. I use mostly Uber because I'm in the American Express ecosystem, so Uber tends to treat me really nice because of all my subscriptions through them. I get Uber One, I get VIP status if it's a city that has the whole VIP program. I went to Vegas and got VIP status, and all the cars we got were super nice, and they picked us up super fast, and they were really affordable. And I don't know how the Uber One and the VIP works exactly through Amex, but I've had a lot of Uber fares that were just refunded too, just randomly refunded back to me. So I saved a bit of money. I didn't have the VIP status in Denver, but I did have Uber One still. I don't know what cities have Uber VIP anymore. I think Washington, D.C. still has it. Nashville, Vegas. I don't know if New York or Chicago do. I imagine New York and Chicago probably have some sort of litigation in place to try to save the cab industry. But anytime I go to either of those places, I don't really see normal yellow cab or checker taxi or whatever they got. Yeah, me and my wife, I was raised to think that credit cards were kind of evil. Don't get me wrong, in a way they are. But really that's only if you use them improperly. If you're a person who sees it as money that you don't have, then yeah, you can get really screwed over. But since I met my wife, she kind of taught me how to use it. My credit score shot way up, and the majority of my trips are half of what I spend is just on rewards as far as flights and hotels, and I get all sorts of perks through these credit card programs. So one day I'll probably do a live and just talk about that, and I'll probably add all my referrals into my bio as well. Someone has to be the audience. That's me, audience only. You could never do live? Why not? You could do a live. You ever doom scroll through these YouTube lives? There's lots of weirdos out there. I'm sure you could do it. Not you? You couldn't do it either? Well, you can try it. I would watch. I ran into this, I was doom scrolling last night, and I ran into this guy, and I don't know where he was. He must have been in like Africa or Southeast Asia or some place very far away from where I am. And he had what looked like a real snail, like a big snail. It might have just been a toy, like a high fidelity toy or something. But he kept acting like he was gonna lick it or or bite it or something, just going nah 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 nah. He did that for like 10 minutes straight, and this guy had like 3,000 people watching him nonstop. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's very weird, actually. But at the same time, I stopped and watched it for a little bit, so I can't really say shit. Maybe I'm part of the problem. You shouldn't because of work. You feel like attorneys need to keep a low profile. Yeah, that may be. That may be. You can't expose any information. I kind of feel the same way, especially between me and my wife. We sort of work in public situations, and it'd be very easy to find us if somebody wanted to come and harass us or something like that. But as long as you don't put your private information out there, and really, what would they fire you for, or what would you get in trouble for? I mean, if you're going to do something super crazy, then yeah, don't live that if you're worried about that. Don't drink and do your live, that's for sure. It's all up to the individual too, you know. And you never know how that stuff will turn around, because people are super judgmental, you know. Right now, I'm only working part-time. I'm in a grad program. I'm graduating in a couple of weeks, so I will be working full-time, hopefully, shortly after that. But you never know. A potential employer may look on this live stream and see these goggles and think that I'm a strange person and not want to hire me just because I'm chopping down a buckthorn. You never know. You never know. But at the same time, if somebody's going to do that, is that the person I want to work for? I don't know. I mean, if I'm doing any work where something can get in my eyes, I'm going to wear these goggles. So if they got a problem with that, I'm not going to work there. Part of the reason I wear these goggles is because when the pandemic first struck, I had some sort of eye injury or eye disease or something. I had to get 3 surgeries in my left eye and 1 surgery in my right eye. And so I've sort of learned that you need to value your eyesight. You only get 2 of them. I'm a nurse. So my program right now is nursing informatics. So it's kind of a mix of healthcare and technology. I very much like technology, and nursing really is a young man's game. That is hard on your body and hard on your mind. So I look back at some of the people I work with who are retirement age and still doing it, and I just don't think I have that kind of strength. It's not a healthy long-term lifestyle. Don't get me wrong, I love it, I enjoy it, but it's stressful and it's hard on your body. Yeah, thank you. It's been a lot of work. I got to the end of the program, towards the end of the program. I just decided I want to focus on that. So I dropped my availability to part-time. And I should be done in the next couple of weeks. I'm shooting for the end of this month. What the hell? Shooting for the end of this month, but we'll see what happens. If it takes a little longer, I won't beat myself up, or I won't judge myself. I'll let you guys do that for me. All right. Oop. Try to get this on my gimbal. A little easier. That looks about right. open it. There we go. Still a little crooked. All right. So I'm back at the house now. So let's take a look at this job we have done. Ooh, it fell over. So the product I decided on was this. Oh, gotta open the door. Phone has a little door on it. Was this Spectracide Weed and Grass Killer. From my experience, it works pretty good. I don't know how great it's going to do on this massive buckthorn, but I'm going to try it. Oh, sorry. Getting used to this gimbal still. There we go. Oop. Very sunny day. So, this, if you can see these little bears here, this guy at the beginning of the summer was maybe 4 or 5 feet tall, and now you can see it's almost the size of this light post. So it's time to get rid of them. So let's go and see what equipment we're going to be using. Dang it. That's today's target, yes. You use that, you use the Spectracide. I've been pretty happy with it in the past. Oop. But I don't know that it's going to kill that massive buckthorn. And this is the equipment I have. I got chainsaw, Ryobi chainsaw. I got these snips here. And I got some tin foil. After I soak it with that Spectracide, I'm going to wrap it in tin foil. I've had good luck doing that before, but I've never taken on a buckthorn this size either. So we'll see how it goes. Oop. No, I don't want the tree. It's not actually a tree. It's a weed. You see, this is the base of it. It turns into a big, viney tree, and it'll just kill everything. It'll eventually interfere with this light post, and my neighbors have a, whoops. My neighbors have a really nice birch tree right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it'll eventually start causing damage to the root system of that birch tree. So I spoke to them, and we were basically in agreement. We want to get rid of that thing. That thing is not a normal tree. Like I said, at the beginning of the summer, it was about 4 feet tall. And now that thing's got to be at least 10 feet tall. At least 10 feet tall. I should probably get them yard waste buckets. Hopefully nobody comes out and yells at me. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He gave me permission. I wouldn't have done it without asking. He definitely gave me permission. And you can see here too. Ooh, there we go. Actually, I don't know how well you can see because the sun's right in our faces, but we have these lilac bushes here that sort of divide our property line up. And this buckthorn will grow right into it. You see that? That's buckthorn. It's disguising itself as lilac. And eventually it will take over the lilac. You can see the lilac is about that high, and then this buckthorn just shoots way up, and it'll eventually smother it. And I'd much rather have the lilacs than this stupid buckthorn. Now, let me see, I also need to get, whoops, I also need to get a yard waste bin. Yeah, you know, if I had a big property or something, like a really big property, I might be more open to letting the buckthorn take over an area, but it's not a real nice plant either. Yeah, they'll just grow. They'll grow in the concrete and crack your concrete in half. But they're not naturally here. People brought them here 100 years ago because they used to use them as shrubs and bushes, and then they just started taking over entire ecosystems, and it wasn't good. All right. Got to come up with a game plan now. Hello. I think that big one I'm just going to hack out with the chainsaw. Try to get you guys a decent view. Probably see the sun better than the buckthorn. Let's give it a shot. Battery. Just 1 second. Gotta go grab a battery. try to get this thing to go in the street and then drag it over there. That might be the best way. All right. Wow. Got all the way through it. It still doesn't want to come down. About by that. Still there? Should have long pants on. It's too hot. I'm not 100% sure I even got the correct one. This one has the berries. That one does not. Not seeing any berries on this guy anywhere. So, hopefully I didn't just take out something they wanted to keep. Still looks like a buckthorn. Well, I'm gonna have to chop this guy up and put him in a bucket. I'm gonna put you guys down for just a second. I'm just gonna sit here and snip away at this. You're gonna have abandonment issues? Yeah? You like the glasses? Oh shit. How you doing, HS? Welcome to the live. Pleasure to have you here. Yeah, thank you. Well, I don't know. I think I might have got the wrong one. Well, there's no turning back now. Hopefully they won't be upset with me. I'll keep some of these leaves. Try to look it up later. Yeah, go for it, man. See if we can get some more activity here. I probably look like a koala bear chomping on eucalyptus leaves or something. Well, there's another one there. So if this isn't the right one, here's another one going down. Even if this wasn't the correct tree, which I think it still is a buckthorn, it might just not have the berries. I don't know if there's a difference between male and female or what there may be. But it was too close to that light pole anyway, so I had to go. Notice I'm doing this on my driveway, which is not super comfortable. But I don't want to risk getting any seeds in my lawn. But yeah, these things disguise themselves. Take the chainsaw to that big chunk over there. Hey Blue, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Glad to have you here. We just murdered a buckthorn. Hopefully that's not one of those flagged words. But this is an invasive shrub species that will destroy the ecosystem. So I'm getting rid of it. Yeah, thank you. I was planning to do it on Friday, and then I got lazy, had some visitors, and then Sunday I just didn't feel like doing it. But yeah, saving the environment, that's the goal. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully my neighbors don't think I'm too much of a weirdo. I imagine they're getting video of me looking like a koala bear eating eucalyptus. Probably gonna need another bin. Blue, do you have a favorite plant? Do I have a favorite plant? I don't know. Good question. A lot of plants. This year we planted sunflowers. And the sunflowers did not do well. So we actually took those out yesterday. And we're probably going to put some mums in their place. Let's see. In the house we keep some African plants. All green, nothing with flowers. We have a lot of allergies, so we avoid flowers in the house. Yeah, we have hydrangeas in the back. I like hydrangeas for sure, but you gotta be patient with them. What else do we got back there? We got a couple of pots with elephant ears. I like those things. Those things are cool. Then we have zinnias. Zinnias are really nice and easy to keep too. Should probably get the hand shears. You familiar with elephant ears? Big bulb ones. I think this year we're going to take those in the house. Try to keep them through the winter. Usually we just leave them out and let them die. But then we have to buy new ones every year. So we'll try to keep them in, see if they go dormant, see how that works out. Blue, I think I remember a plant called rabbit ears. Rabbit ears. Not familiar. I'm sure there is something. I'm trying to think of what else we have. I'm thinking about planting some arborvitaes next year or whenever I get the time and money. Not that I really like arborvitaes, but they're easy, you know? They'll provide shade. You gotta be careful about where you put them though. They'll kill your grass and you'll end up with moss. Now the neighbor's out. I better go talk to them real quick. Oh, you guys stuck with me. Sorry about that. I had to go play nice with the neighbors. She has a shrine of H in her closet with the words sweet brown sugar. Let's see. Is Carvana in here? It's not a trash can, it's a yard waste bin. You were enjoying the quiet until the loud truck went by? I missed the loud truck. Well, I had to admit to her that I wasn't entirely sure that this was a buckthorn I cut down. I got lucky though. She said she didn't care. She said to just get rid of all of it. But I got a feeling this is going to be more than a one-day job. I might have to wrap this part up and work on the rest of it another time. Oh, what is this? Some kind of vine or something. It was relaxing. Do you want me to go away? Let things go back to the way they were? We'll go in the backyard in a little bit. That might be a little more relaxing. This thing's starting to get thick. I might need to take the chainsaw to it. No. No what? Hey, how's it going? Not bad, not bad. I think I gotta go grab another bin. Definitely not maternity ward or pediatrics, Blue. Good guesses. But nope. My specialties are psychiatry, inpatient rehab, and long-term care. I prefer work in the hospital. As far as inpatient rehab and psychiatry, it's hospital patients just have more representation in general. Yeah. I mean, nursing is, in general is hard, no matter what specialty you're in. I was a clinical coordinator in one of my roles, so we had to go all over the place between ICU, med-surg, and it was somewhat of a director leadership role, I guess you could say. So any specialty in nursing is equally challenging when you float through them, in my personal opinion. Some have greater physical demand, some have greater mental demand, but they're all rough in their own way. I've never worked in outpatient clinic or anything like that, so I can't testify to that. I imagine that would be pretty easy, but it probably doesn't pay as well either. It's rewarding. It's rewarding. Usually. rewarding when things work out. Not so much when you get beat up or you don't have what you need, things like that. I gotta grab another bin. I'll be right back. You guys relax for a minute. Hello, how are you? Not bad. Alright, how do I want to tackle this part now? I'm missing part of the conversation. That's good though. You guys are moving on without me. Let's see. How do you find the games on Discord like poker? I think you have to download apps onto your server. Is how it works. I'm pretty new to Discord too. Blue, you have the right vibe for it, but it's really emotionally draining work from what I've seen. I'm assuming you guys are talking about nursing there. And that is true. It's a lot. It is a lot. I don't see any option on mine for games. Blue, Sarah, I'm sure my favorite kids are the troubled ones that don't open up to anyone else. Yeah, if you go to pediatric psychiatry, you'll run into a lot of that. That was mostly a rewarding place to work, I would say, pediatric psychiatry. But it was not easy. Let's see. Really can be draining, but I love it. Just wish I could focus more on it. Okay, so are we talking about something else? Blue, are you a nurse also? You're a psychiatrist? H, I love that. I loved my psych classes in college. Did you ever watch K-Pax? It's one movie we watched in Psychology 101. H, it makes sense. You also have that professor vibe. H does kind of have a professor vibe. He could be Professor Hardick, Dr. Hardick. All right. How can I tackle this guy now? So let's see what we have here. Let's flip. All right. So I don't know, I got maybe 8 left. I think what I want to do is to just show 3 pieces. Yeah, I do like psychology and psychiatry. It's a very complicated, imperfect science. Ooh. You guys are getting a killer view of the sun. All right. guys can see that. With the power tools, get it? That chainsaw is pretty handy. Ryobi chainsaw. Electric power. Highly recommend it. Unless you're trying to chop down a massive tree, it'll work just as good as gas. I should have brought the hand shears. H, you have to pack. Where are you going? You did say you were going on a vacation at some point soon, didn't you? Where are you headed to? Are you going to Miami to meet up with your buddy Will Smith? All right. Have a good night, man. Have a great night. Say travel safe, Jeff. I'm confused. I've been walking away too much. Oh, Pennsylvania. He's going to Pennsylvania. I drove through Pennsylvania. New York City is one of my favorite places, so I made the drive through Pennsylvania a few times. And I never stopped in Pennsylvania, but it is beautiful to drive through. That I can definitely say. It's a long drive, but going through those mountains, it's incredible. But when you get that flash flooding on the expressway in the mountains when you're driving, it's kind of scary. And you get big 18-wheelers flying by you way faster than you're comfortable driving. In the hills, yes ma'am. Jefferson Hills. Ooh, my family owned a lot of land there. They even have a street named after us. Really? In Pittsburgh? My brother used to live in Philadelphia. go. Well, yeah, I love it there. Kenwood was our tradition. Every summer, it's an amusement park. Pittsburgh has an amusement park? I didn't know that. Haven't been in a long while. Well, you should go. Just up and go. I love traveling. I love vacation. If I can figure out a way to make vacation my career, I'd never be home. All right, I gotta put this stuff away because it's getting too dark to finish the rest of that buckthorn. I'm gonna have to continue that tomorrow. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. You guys still with me? Thanks for sticking with me. Oh, Blue left us? Alrighty, later, Mo. Bye, Guest and Sarah. All right, Blue. Have a good night. Sorry if I missed you. I hang out in the backyard a little bit while the sun goes down. I just mowed it today. Check it out. It looks nice today. Pretty lush. Here's our hydrangeas right here. This one here looks like it's suffering a little bit. I had the sprinklers set to water these guys 4 times a day, and it was getting too much water. And I think it was so I reduced it to 2 times a day. Yeah, thanks. See if I can get a good panorama of it. We got this huge maple here. Spent a lot of hours this summer just resting in that hammock. Sometimes my dog will jump into that hammock with me. Yeah, it is big. So that's a panorama from the backside. We had these sunflowers in these pots. And they just did not do good this year. Last year they did great, and this year they did not do good. So we're taking them out. You can see they look like shit. I don't know what the hell went wrong. I'm gonna replace them with these mums here, and these are the elephant ears. And then this is, let's see if I can get, this is the view from the porch. And that's, we got these tall pines here, and that maple there. That maple is huge now. My dog wants to come out. Porch looks nice, great spot to have a drink. Yeah, I would like to expand this porch at some point. I had hydrangeas and they died off. Found out they shouldn't need near wood. I had put down mulch. You know, I don't know. We put them in that corner under those pines, and it's just working out for them. You want to come out, Ouija? Come on out, buddy. You want to go hang out in the hammock? I had hydrangeas and they died off. Found out they shouldn't near wood. I already read that, didn't I? Let's go. Let's go to the hammock. Let's go hang out in the hammock for a little bit. Come on. He's acting like he wants something. Shouldn't be near wood. Shouldn't be near wood. Yeah, I'm not sure where I have them is a great spot either. But they're doing okay this year. Doing better than those damn sunflowers. Much better than those damn sunflowers. Oh shit. Almost fell over. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, he wants to see his neighbor friend. Oh! Let's give him some privacy. He was taking a leak without warning. You coming up here, buddy? You come hang out in the hammock? He'll come in here eventually. I'm trying to think of the other plants. We have some jade in the house. We have some... We have a Dracania in the house. Whoops. I have a spider plant. We have some snake plants. I don't know where you guys are at, but here in Michigan, we had that Canadian doom cloud come here, that really dense smoke from those wildfires. And I think that's what killed off my sunflowers. You can see this apple tree too. I have a yeah, I got that apple tree right there. I wonder if there's a way I can zoom in. Yeah, I was trying to flip my camera, and I'm not sure what it did, but it didn't flip the camera and it took me out of the live. Now it says I've only been on for 14 minutes. So I'm not sure what happened. It still has all the likes and everything. But yeah, he loves hanging out in the hammock with us. Unless it's too hot. He's all about it. If I can get a good view of... I mess things up again. Yeah, seeing the sun through this maple is pleasant sometimes. But yeah, that apple tree's not doing so great either anymore. Yeah, it's pretty big. Michigan is a very affordable place to live. That is one quality of it. That on a nurse's salary, I can afford a house like this. Housing prices in general are ridiculous though, and they keep going up. I don't know how we'll be able to keep up with this if we try to move again. It'll be difficult. But I think I'm going to get going. We've been at this for 2 hours. The sun's going down. I appreciate you hanging out with me. As long as the weather permits, maybe tomorrow around noon, I'll try to go on again and wrap up the rest of that buckthorn there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out very much. And probably catch you on H's live or Matt's live at some point here. Papa Smurf, hey Papa Smurf, thanks for hopping in. You missed all the action. I apologize. No, there wasn't really much exciting going on. I took down a buckthorn, but there was a little bit of activity. Yeah, you too. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one.